Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. Just wanted to go into this quick article. Now, this article here, from RT News, it says detecting C19 outbreaks weeks earlier might be as easy as checking web searches, new UK study suggests. And as we read it, you're going to find out that this is spiritual. All right. I can't really zoom in on this, but if you look at the time, all right, on the image right there of the phone, it says 1:44, right there on the time. All right. There we go. Right there on the top left. Let me see. Bring it back again. All right. You can see 1:44 right there, so call Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. But anyway, as they doing this, is gonna be those we're gonna read it, but it's gonna tell you based on certain searches that people search in different areas, they can anticipate, that hey, maybe this person, might either know, about somebody that has it, or they might be feeling these symptoms, and we can, target them, in the sense of trying to detect it early. Okay, but what is this eventually gonna lead to? All right, you even type in the word, the C word, and they're at your door. As if, like people who search up ingredients to build a bomb or something like that, and they find you and say, oh, what's up, what's going on here? All right. And this is all going to go in line with their concentration camps, which they're setting up. All right, they call them isolation centers. They're just waiting for the right time to activate them, and be justified in throwing people in them. So it says checking how people use web searches for C19 symptoms could predict the peak of outbreaks more than 2 weeks before they occur, a new study published in the UK suggests. The question you should ask is, okay, what are you going to do about it, right? If you can predict, because that's what it starts with, right? We can predict the peak of the outbreaks, right? Okay, then what? Okay, so now you have a heads up. Okay, we had a 2 week heads up before it occurs, right? What do? Do you quarantine them? Do you go and remove them from the circulation so you can isolate them? What do you do? By knowing this ahead of time. That's what you should wait for and see, where they're taking it. It's as if somebody, starts to speak, and then you can already, see when they give a certain example. All right, you can already see where they're trying to go. What point are you trying to make? It says researchers from University College London, UCL, say online search data like for terms like loss of sense of smell or skin rash provide valuable data for epidemiologists who are looking for early warning signs of an outbreak. They say the data can give a 17-day jump start to medical experts. But okay, that's the question. A 17-day jump start for what? What is it that you are going to do? For example, you can look at somebody's search history and see, okay, this person is likely to go commit a crime. So we can, like in certain movies, we'll arrest them, before they go and commit the crime, or we'll be ready at the crime scene already before they get there, so we can stop them, right? Now, then you can say, okay, well, we have a jump start, and this is what we did. In this situation, the question is, what are you planning to do that you got this heads up? But whether you found out before the outbreak happened, or you found out after, let's say maybe there was a random surge in cases in this location. All right, so you found out after. Are you still not gonna try and jab them all up? Either way, are you still not gonna tell them to quarantine either way, unless there's a new measures that you're planning to put in place, So it says here, the team looked at search data in 4 English-speaking countries, the US, UK, Canada, and Australia, and examined how the word, C, was used with other symptoms. They also analyzed infection data and found a 17-day lag between search terms and peaks in cases. The same system is already being used to track the seasonal flu, adding to previous research that has showcased the utility of online search activity in modeling infectious diseases such as influenza. This study provides a new set of tools that can be used to track C19, said lead author Dr. Vasilios Lampos in the study published in the Nature Digital Medicine Journal. So new tools, right? So now a part of the tools is having access to your search. I mean, they already had that to begin with, but now publicly making it known that, hey, look, we're going to be looking at your searches. So, you search something like this and you get a knock from us. Don't be surprised. Oh, how did you know? Oh, well, last few days, have you been searching up, or have you been feeling such and such symptoms? I mean, they do it now. You'll be talking to on the phone, or you be talking to your friend about maybe a certain jacket that you're interested in, and then you go on your laptop and there's already ads, about that specific jacket. It says, let's see. The UCL team say public health officials are willing to look at the usefulness of novel, non-traditional ways of detecting outbreaks. And the study says looking at search terms also provides an early warning on the effectiveness of physical distancing measures. So here you go. Next thing you know, they tell you, look, you got to quarantine for such and such days. You're like, what? I feel fine. Well, based on your search engine, not your search engine, your search history, this is what we think will be best for you. Or, you have to come with us. Come with us to this isolation facility and let us monitor you for the next 14 days or the next 3 weeks or the next month to make sure that, whatever symptoms you were experiencing did not lead to you developing such and such and then infecting others, that are around. It says our best chance of tackling health emergencies such as the C19 pandemic is to detect them early in order to act early, said Professor Michael Adelstein at Barlin University, Israel, who co-authored the study. And you know what it is? Here's what they always do. They always make it seem as though this is something they just came up with on the fly. This is some new thing that they just thought about and let's try it out. No, they already they know where they're going with this. Now, there's certain times when they switch up, certain plans based on how the people are reacting, or maybe they didn't anticipate something happening in an exact way. But majority of these things that they're bringing out, it's just like hidden PowerPoints, that they're just bringing out, like, oh, this happened, let's do this. Oh, this happened, let's do that. But they run simulations, They've been planning this for a good while. Okay. Now this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 10, verse 1. It says, "Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees." Because let's say, all right, they did this study, right? And they suggest that this is an effective means. What do you think follows that? Regulations, laws, rules, all right, based or backed by these studies. To say that, hey, if this is effective based on the study, then let's put in a new law that says now we're allowed to do this to you based on us suspecting you based on your searches. Not only stopping you when you're outside your house and asking you for your name and address is not enough. Preventing you from meeting somebody of a different household is not enough. We need to keep taking it a step further and a step further and a step further. Now they're saying that scientists believe that this C19 is here to stay, regardless of whether you've been jabbed up or you're masked up or you're social distancing. It's here to stay. So if it's here to stay, what does that say about the laws that came with it? They're here to stay as well. Okay. So it says here, and right grievousness, because these things are grievous unnecessarily, which they have what? Prescribed. Okay. Let's look that word up. It says kathab, to write, record, to write, engrave, write in. Okay. Because that's what it means. Now let's look up, let's see if we can get the online etymology of it. of the word prescribe. Okay, it says prescribe, to write down as a direction, law, or rule. Okay, to write before. Okay, in the writing, ordain, a prefix in writing, ordain, determine in advance. All right, from pray, before. That's where you get the word pre. Okay, and then scribere, all right, is to write. So prescribe means to write before. So they already, when it says here that they write grievousness which they have prescribed, that means these are things that they've already planned. Certain laws that they put in place, they already wrote them. They're already, when we say that these things are on the books, that's what we mean. They've already been written. They were written before. And then they just brought it to the public and it made it seem, oh, we just came up with a new law for this, and based on the way things are going, we think we should do it this way. No, they write the laws and then create situations and scenarios to justify making those laws a thing. It's not the other way around. They don't write laws based on your scenario. They make scenarios based on the laws they've written. All right, hence prescribed. Okay, verse 2, to turn aside the needy from judgment and to take away the right from the poor of my people, and that widows may be their prey, that they may rob the fatherless. Because guess what? Behind the scenes, while all this is going on, the rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer. And there's going to be no such thing as middle class. You're just poor or you're rich. And the rich are very few and the poor are very many. Okay? The richer the rich get, the poor get. Okay? That's how it goes. All right, so hey, if you're one of those who, you see this and yes, it's for our benefit, think again. Think again. It was never for your benefit. Okay? All of a sudden, so these group of elites just care so much about the world and everybody's safety that they spend trillions of dollars to do these researches because they want to improve your life, make your life so much better. But look at the conditions you're living in. They have enough money to freaking end poverty, end hunger, world hunger. All right, why haven't they put a system in place for that? Oh, okay. But anyway, I'm gonna end it off here. Just a quick update. All right, just continue to keep your eyes out. All right, and watch as as we've been warning you, they're going to Revelation 13. He spake as a dragon. We're seeing, and it's getting worse and worse and worse. Okay, but hey, that's why we have to pray and call upon Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, because it's just like in Egypt. Before we got delivered, what happened? The tasks that they put on us, they made it grievous. They made it even worse than it was before. See, when Moses came out there and started prophesying, he started telling the Pharaoh, let my people go. That's when the Pharaoh made things harder on the children of Israel. And just as we're out here prophesying, all right, against Esau, prophesying the downfall of this place, now they're making things tougher, But hey, what happened at the end? Pharaoh got destroyed and Israel got delivered. And in this day, modern day Pharaoh is going to go down and the elect are going to be delivered. So with that, I hope you were edified. In closing, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Until next time, Shalom.